And for our main story for tonight, Philip Namfuri has been engaging a researcher with the New York University Center for Technology and Economic Development's Kojo Ejapon entry to share some insights on his article Perspectives on Banks' Effectiveness and Failures.
Do the banks in Ghana, be it local or foreign, employ research models in lending and taking decisions when it comes to committing our deposits to customers?
That's quite difficult to answer. But from the little that I know, I think that our whole society is not friendly to research. It's not friendly to data analysis. It's more friendly to intuition. And so even for the banks that believe in research and have functional research departments, you get to know that they don't really listen to their researchers. Banks are sitting on mountains of data, virtually nobody analyzing this data, and even for those who do, are managerial decisions being influenced by these research-oriented approaches? I believe that if banks invest in relevant research, they are willing to listen to their researchers, they are willing to approach their management from a data-driven perspective, then some of these issues could be averted. So you have two options. You either approach management from a data-driven research perspective, or you approach it from an intuition-based perspective. Now, it's possible that you can use intuition to run a bank and create some successes, but banking is highly complex. You cannot use your experience or your intuition alone. So I think that it's one area that the banking industry, they need to really invest a lot more in, have a data-driven, research-capable approach to management.
What do you think Ghana can learn from other economies in how to make our banking sector grow on the right path, honestly, and merge it with other sectors so that we don't come back again to this crisis? Okay,
so the question could be distilled into, when it comes to other economies, how do they approach banking crisis? Remember, Ghana is not the only country to have experienced banking crisis, and this is not the first time we've experienced banking crisis. Other economies, the 2008 credit crunch was a major one. What reform did they undertake? And I keep telling people that there's this ideology that somehow the people who created this crisis, they were the wrong kind of people. And so some people believe that the simple approach is to get them out of the scene, bring a new set of people who do the right thing. And I tell them, look, people don't do the right thing because it's the right thing to do. People need to have the right incentives to do the right thing. Some people believe that somehow if they were the board chairman of one of these banks, they wouldn't get into this excess, they wouldn't lend to related parties, they wouldn't exceed their single obligor limit. And I tell them, the only reason you are thinking there is because you don't have the capacity to do that. The incentive in creating a conducive, stable financial services sector boils down to accountability.